Hey guys, we're here today in New World, giving you a quick overview of the inventory system and the equipment system in New World to help you have a complete understanding of it in preparation for launch day. We are going to start over on the top left side with all of your equipped gear. You can see right here at the top that we have an equipped load. Mine is currently set to light, which is 14.6 out of 50 pounds. When you highlight it, it will show you the different equipped loads. Light equipment will give you a rolling dodge and allow you to deal 20% bonus damage. Once you get up to medium, you will get 10% bonus damage, a sidestep for a dodge, and 10% longer to your crowd control debuffs. Heavy armor has a slow sidestep, but gives you block stability in the form of 15% and 20% to your crowd control debuffs. When you are encumbered, and this does not talk about your equipped gear, just your overall inventory encumbrance, you cannot sprint or dodge, and you will lose more stamina while you block. The equip load is a very interesting system since it is based off of total weight. You will come across items like breastplates in the game that have varying weights even if they are the same weight class. This does not happen terribly often, but it is possible to see small differences in weight across your gear, and since I am very close to hitting medium by only 0.4 weight, those can definitely factor in. Since New World is affected by an entire weight class and not what gear you're wearing, you can also effectively be in light, like I am now, by wearing medium armor in multiple slots and only wearing a few light pieces to drop your weight down. You can do this with medium by wearing heavy as well, but you'll still have to factor in the stats that each piece of gear has. Your shield is also affected in the overall weight of your gear and will increase it, meaning I can wear the light setup, but if I throw a sword and shield on, I will move up into the medium category. This is important to take note of because you can have a shield equipped even when you are not using a sword and shield. This is a question that gets asked a lot in New World, if there's a benefit to wearing one when you are not using a sword, and the answer is no. None of these stats for the shield factor into your gear at all if you do not have it pulled out with a sword and a shield. Your weapons are on the top right, signified by a 1 and a 2 being your primary and secondary weapon. This is something to keep in mind as well. Although the shield does not factor into your overall stats, your secondary weapon does. If I have my rapier pulled out, I will still be getting the 4 strength and 9 intelligence from my ice gauntlet here. So even if you only like using one weapon or have something you prefer to use much more than other things, still equip something in your second slot that is high gear score and has good stats on it for your character. This also means that even if you're using an off weapon that doesn't use your primary stats, like if you're using a sword and shield primary and a fire staff on your secondary, you can still get a fire staff with some strength on it and support your primary weapon. Just below your weapons is your number 3 through 6 slots, which are your consumables. This is a very important part of New World, placing things like your food and potions on these keys. You will unlock them as you get higher. At 25, you will have all 4 of these slots. And just below those slots are your 6 harvesting tools, being the sickle, the fishing pole, skinning knife, logging axe, pickaxe, and then your Azoth staff, which is unlocked through the main story quest. This is very similar to Guild Wars and how they run things, allowing you to equip a harvesting tool and just pull it out when you need it. Back on the left side, just under your shield slot, is your ammunition. Regardless if you use a bow or a musket, you have ammunition slots to hold them in. The different ammunition in the game will modify the damage of your weapon overall, and they can weigh quite a bit. You can see these 301 arrows weigh 30 weight on my character. The important thing to keep in mind is they weigh 30 in my inventory, but anything in my ammo slot does not have any weight. So even if you are not using a bow or a musket, if you have ammunition in your inventory and you need to make up some room, throw them on your character and they will no longer cost weight. Below the ammunition is your jewelry, being a necklace, a ring, and an earring. You will also unlock these through the levels, and then on the right of those is bag slots, which you will unlock more of as you get higher. Bag slots will increase your total encumbrance and allow you to hold more in your inventory. Down at the bottom, they have your gear score, overall stats like your defenses and your attributes. When you highlight it, it will tell you a little bit more detail about your damage resistances, and then it will show your mana, stamina, and your health. You are also able to repair all from this screen and browse skins that you may be able to unlock in their shop. The repair all button is very helpful and can save a lot of time instead of going item by item. Once you move over to the inventory side, you will see at the top we have a bar for our overall encumbrance, and we have a search menu along with a sorting menu where you can move it by weight, tier, what's newest in there, or the overall gear score. You will see that things change as I click it. If I have time, it shows me a 3 or a 2 on some items, showing me their overall tier. It will also display it like this, but sort it differently when I switch to tier. If I switch to weight, it will switch the icons to all of their overall weights, and the gear score will display their gear score up at the top. Nothing you do in here will change the organization of weapons, apparel, and refining agents and things like that being split up. It will only change the organization in each category. You can also see the overall weight of that category up near the top and see that my weapons are 108 of the weight I currently have on. And they also have a repair all button in each category in order to quickly repair a set of items. Right next to that is an arrow that is a drop all. These will place all the items on the ground out of your inventory quickly. So for instance, if you were in a pinch and did not need a bunch of stone you just harvested, you could drop it very quickly with this button. A very important thing to note is that drop all button will become store all whenever you are at a storage shed, allowing you to quickly move crafting materials into your storage shed or pull crafting materials out for any reason. Down at the bottom of the inventory screen is your overall coin, your repair parts, and your Azoth. Repair parts are needed to repair any gear in the game, and you will see it cost coin and repair parts whenever I want to repair things. There's also a give coin button. In New World, you are able to transfer money to any player by typing in their name and the amount of money from a distance. You can also transfer items into storage pretty quick by holding shift and left clicking them, and it will transfer each item individually into the storage. It is also possible to right-click any of your gear and open up a dye menu to check out how it dyes in different areas, along with change its skin, which is the system you use to hide your headgear in the game, which has no cost to it. Alrighty guys, there was your overview of the inventory and gear system in New World. Hopefully this video was helpful to you and lets you get a slight head start on exactly how the inventory menus operate for when the game launches. Thanks for watching, I will see you next time.